Hi guys, welcome back again to In Focus. In this episode I've travelled to northwest Ethiopia to the Simien Mountains where I'm in search of a special kind of primate, the Gelada monkey. Gelada monkeys are quite striking looking primates. They're sometimes referred to as a bleeding heart monkey, and hopefully you'll see why, because they have this big red patch on their chest. They're also sometimes erroneously referred to as the Gelada baboon. Now they're actually not baboons. All modern day baboons are in the genus Papio, whereas the Gelada monkey is in the genus Therapithecus, and they're actually the only species within that genus. The Geladas are scattered within troops throughout the Simien Mountains, and as I travel through the mountains I'll be encountering different troops. I am camping here for 5 days within the mountain range, so if I become a little bit dishevelled over the course of this video you'll understand why. It's early morning on the second day. I actually arrived yesterday, but I was too tired from the altitude and also the jet lag to do any pieces to camera. At the moment I'm currently sitting at around I think 3,850 metres, but during the course of the journey I will travel to over 4,500 metres. That being said, I think we're about to head off to the next camp, so we'll see what we find along the way. Now, the reason that these guys have that red patch on their chest is actually for sexual receptiveness. So most of you have probably seen in a lot of other monkey species they have a big red bum, and that signals that they're ready for mating. But these guys spend so much time sitting down on the ground as they're eating, so they can't use their bum as a means for signalling that they're ready for mating. So they use that patch on their chest. They're quite extraordinary from an ecological perspective. So they're the only primate in the world where 90% of their diet consists of grass and seeds. And so really, ecologically, they're more like a zebra or a wildebeest in terms of their impact on the environment. Really amazing to be able to sit this close to a group of pretty much unhabituated Geladas. The other ones that I've seen throughout the trip are more used to humans, so I've just spent a little bit of time here quietly getting closer and closer to them and letting them accept me. So it's really, really cool. So I've just had a nice little detour from the Gelada monkeys. We've just come across 4 walia ibex. The walia ibex are an endangered species. In about the 1970s, there was a rebellion here and the bandits shot them and hunted them, and their numbers dwindled down to about 90 animals. But since then they've been protected and their numbers are back up to about 1,000 animals. So that's great. So I'm just going to head off and grab some shots of these animals. Be back in a sec. So today we've come across a couple of groups of walia ibex again. The second group, my guide spotted up a very steep ravine, and so we climbed up all the way up the top, about 700 or 800 metres on a 75-degree angle, which I can tell you at altitude was one of the physically hardest things I've ever done to try and get a photo. When I reached the top, I was pretty exhausted. I'd like to say it was all for some award-winning shots and footage, but I don't think it necessarily was, but that's really just part of the journey. Anyway, here's the footage, check it out and see what you think. Well, that brings my time here in the Simien Mountains to a close. It's been really great fun hanging out with the Gelada monkeys and being able to see the walia ibex. Although I must say, I am looking forward to getting back to civilization. I'm desperate for a shower. I'm pretty sure that if anyone smelled me other than the people that I'm camping with, it would be some sort of crime against humanity. Remember guys, as always, for details on my trip, see the link in the description below that will take you to my blog. It'll also give you some other tidbits on travelling in Ethiopia. And thank you all once again for watching In Focus, and I'll see you on the next episode.